Hello, Mechwarriors. Before we get into the event matches that I've been doing in this mech, I wanted to show you why this build works. More importantly, how it works. By the way, what do you think of this paint scheme? It's the same paint scheme that I had from the build review I did a few months ago, but there's some changes about this build that makes this a definite brawler. And you'll see by the matches coming up that I win more than I lose. So check it out. So we're rocking with 3.5 tons of ammo because this is a brawler build and we're only expected to kill one mech. We have 5 double heat sinks on board here, and we have 6 SRM6s with Artemis. Believe me, these things make a huge difference when they have the Artemis equipped on them. So don't scrimp on it thinking, oh, you know, it's just the same as the other. No, it's just a little bit better accurate, it's a little bit tighter spread, and that's what Artemis is all about. In addition, I have 2 flamers on board. Now, I had to pack everything out on the arms, so the downside of this build is that the arms are very susceptible to being damaged, but most of the time you'll notice in match play that most people are going for the center torso or the left and right torso, or they're trying to get that headshot. Jade Serpent is one of the people that got a headshot on me, and you know, it just seems to work out that way sometimes. But I also know that Jade Serpent is a very good player. In fact, I've gotten some build ideas from him over the years, like the Bane 1, where he took off 2 of the Proto 2s in exchange for better armor and for more ammo. Sure, you know, having the full arsenal on the Bane 1 with the Proto 2s is really cool, but it also leaves you open to having very little armor or less ammo and a little bit less armor. But this build really seems to work in a lot of different ways. So let's take a look at each one of the weapon systems here. So the heat is getting a massive reduction from the 3.4, and the cooldown is also getting a massive reduction. Missile spread is also getting a reduction as well, and that's in the form of, you know, what Artemis does, plus the skills tree. And we're going to get into why the skills tree is really, quite frankly, one of the most important things. It's almost as important as the flamers on board here. So when we take a look at this build, we have a heat management of 1.48, we have a firepower of 73, and that's a real number. Speed is 81, and we do have jump jets on board, which I only use occasionally because they do produce heat, and we're trying to maximize our efficiency with less heat use. The original quirks that this mech comes with are actually quite nice. So we're getting a chassis seatbelt bonus, a plus 30, plus an XP bonus of 2.2. Then we're getting a missile heat generation, minus 10%. Survival, center torso, we're getting plus 5. It's not really worth mentioning there. And plus 10 on each one of the left torso and right torso. And jump jet heat, we're getting minus 15, and jump jet capacity plus 2. Now when we go and jump down into the skills tree is going to really explain this build quite a bit and why this build can be really good for you. So let's go to the skills tree. So first of all, you want to be able to fire those SRM6s as often as possible. Here's the caveat. The more times you fire them, the more heat you produce. So you need heat generation to protect you for that. The next part of that, so you want maximum heat, and you want to max out on your cooldown so you can fire those SRM6s as often as possible. The next thing is because you have 2 flamers on board, or even if you had 1, you want to get this thermal cycling on here. This is going to slow down the ramping and change it a little bit so that your thermal doesn't get quite as hot as often. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll actually chain fire the 2 flamers so that no one particular one is firing all the time. But I've tried that a few times and I wasn't really all that excited about it. In addition, additional ammo, tighter spread, and high explosive for that crit chance, which really makes a difference. Survivability is basically maxed out. I don't have any AMS on here because honestly it was a slot, really is what it came down to, and extra ammo. So skeletal density, armor hardening, reinforced casing, and overheat damage protection, absolutely, you gotta have it all maxed out. The next part, cool run and heat containment, you should be running this anyways. For brawling, you absolutely want your seismic sensor maxed out. Absolutely. And I did go with an artillery strike on board and a single cool shot. The reason I didn't do it with 2 cool shots is because, honestly, I needed those 2 skills for the flamer. And also, you're really not going to have time in a 1v1 match to do 2 cool shots. Because by the time the second cool shot is ready to be used, even if you have this feature added, it's already too late. You're probably gone into overheat and died, or the match is already over because you killed the other player. So basically the way I fire these is pretty simple. What I'm doing is I'm firing buttons 1 and 2 for the pairs of the missiles, and I have them in chain fire. The reason I have them in chain fire is I always want to be doing damage. ABD, always be doing damage. That's an important part. The flamers, I have them out on button 3 so that I can just turn those on and off at my leisure. Now, if they have flamers on board, that's going to make you overheat faster as well. So turn off, that way you can turn off your flamers, and you just keep hitting them, and they're already maxing out their heat by using the flamer as well and using the regular weapons. So you don't even need to put the flamer on anymore. They're actually cooking their mech for you. That's kind of an interesting point there. So yeah, this build really seems to work really well, and with the exceptions of a couple of players, Firestorm would be one of them, Jade Serpent, occasionally Mauler. I've had different matches with them. I haven't killed Jade Serpent yet, but you know, it's on my bucket list. Honestly, I'm just looking to get out the C-bills and stuff. And by the way, I was at about 4,000 C-bills when I started this evening, and now I'm sitting at a little over 16 million C-bills now. So I started out with about 4 million, and now I'm at 16. So I think I did pretty well for the night. Anyway, I hope you like this build, and you really ought to give this a shot for the heavy challenge that's going on in the event play. It's probably over by the time this video goes up, but just remember this build in the future. The Bounty Hunter, or as I like to refer to it as the Booty Hunter, is really viable because of the 6 missile points. The rest of the time, when I'm not doing this, I have 2 ear medium lasers and 6 ATM-3s.
Show no mercy.
I kill Preston a lot.
Target acquired.
I didn't get the kill.
Artillery strike online. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. Target acquired. Heat level critical. Warning, incoming missile. Override shutdown. Warning, incoming missile. Winter torso critical damage. Override shutdown. Target destroyed.
Bask in the glory of your triumph.
Winter torso critical damage. Override shutdown. Heat sink destroyed.
Warrior, respond. This is Clan Command.
I fucked him up though. He got the kill though, that's for sure.
Artillery strike online. Artillery strike activated. Target acquired. Enter torso critical damage. Heat level critical. Override shutdown. Heat sink destroyed. Override shutdown. Left destroyed.
Warrior, respond. This is Clan Command. Respond.
I played him before, and he beat me last time too. But boy, that was really close. I did way more damage, but he got the kill. More than triple it, or more than double the damage, but he got the kill. That's all that matters. But I still got paid.
Target acquired. Artillery strike online. Artillery strike activated. Heat level critical. Override shutdown. Left arm critical damage. Left arm destroyed. sns-amb.
Warrior, respond. This is Clan Command. Respond.
Artillery strike online. Artillery strike activated.
Warrior, respond! This is Clan Command. Respond!
Target acquired. Critical. Artillery strike online. Override shut down. Center torso critical damage.
Bask in the glory of your triumph.
Wow, 487.
Artillery strike online. Artillery strike activated. Target acquired. Left torso critical damage. Left torso.
Warrior, respond! This is Clan Command. Respond!
I let him have it. I even put my nose in the air so he could get some good shots on me. But I made it look real. Sometimes you gotta take one for the team.
Artillery strike online. Artillery strike activated.
Bask in the glory of your triumph.
Finally, I've met an equal. Fat Raptor. Well, let's see what Preston's going to do this time. He's smart. He's keeping his distance.
Artillery strike activated.
Believe it or not, Preston, we all have our enemies we hate to fight. Mine is Firestorm.
Artillery strike online. Artillery strike activated.
I recognize him. Yeah, he's a good player.
Target acquired. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. Artillery strike online. Incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. Target acquired. Critical damage. Missile. Heat level critical. Override shutdown. Warning incoming missile. Right person.
Warrior, respond. This is Clan Command. Respond.
Target acquired. Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
The hostiles are eradicated. Bask in the glory of your triumph.
Artillery strike online. Artillery strike activated. Torso critical damage. Override shutdown.
Respond. This is Clan Command.
Merry Christmas.
Respond.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
The hostiles are eradicated. Bask in the glory of your triumph.
Target acquired. Artillery strike on. Target acquired. Heat level critical. Override shutdown. Left torso critical damage. Center torso critical damage.
The hostiles are eradicated. Bask in the glory of your triumph.
Unbelievable.